Hello everyone! In this video we will talk about a simple forecasting method, the moving averages and the weighted moving averages. Let's start with the real demand. We have here the period and the real demand, and we have to make a forecast. Okay, we will use the 3-period forecast, meaning that the forecast is the average of the last 3 periods. Okay, and we go with the formula until here. Okay, the next period after the last real demand, because only until here we have the real demand. From the 12th period, the formula is equal with the previous one. This is one of the drawbacks of this moving average method, namely it cannot see in the future. Okay, as you can see from the graph, here in orange is the forecast. Starting with period 11, the forecast is flat. Okay, now that we have created this forecasting method, we have to measure its accuracy. So we will calculate some indicators. We have the error, okay, the forecast minus demand. We have the absolute error, okay, to remove the negative signs. We have the error in percentage, meaning the absolute error divided by demand. And we have the squared error. Okay, so we have here the accuracy parameters. We have the bias, which is the average of the error, okay, and the relative bias, meaning the average of the error divided by the average of the demand. We have the median absolute percentage error, meaning the percentage error average. And then we have this important KPI, mean absolute error, which is the average of the absolute error. Okay, and also we have the relative one divided by the average of the demand. We have also the root median squared error, okay, here, and the relative one, and the last one, the mean squared error, okay, the average of the squared error. Here you have the mathematical formulas, and here you have the graph. So the idea would be to minimize this mean absolute error. We go to the next method, the weighted moving averages. So here we assign a different weight for the periods. Okay, so for example, now we use also the 3-period weighted moving average, and to each period we assign a weight. If we start with 1/3 of the weight on each period, we actually have the moving average. Okay, you see, because we apply the same weight for each period, which is the simple moving average. Okay, so the sum of the weights must be 1, and in this case you see the mean absolute error is equal with this. Now what can we do to minimize this mean absolute error? We will use solver to minimize it. So how can we do it? We go to data solver. If you don't have it, you have to go to file options add-ins to activate it. So we open the solver. We have already filled but I will delete them and start again. Okay, so what is the objective? The objective is to minimize, okay, minimize this parameter by changing variable cells, by changing this, okay? So we have a constraint, the sum of the weights to be 1. So we add a constraint and we say like this, cell reference here, the sum, equal with 1. Okay? And use the grg nonlinear method, and we ask solver already found a solution. Okay, and we see that the mean absolute error is now 26 compared with the moving average. But how did it find it? The weight 1 for the last period, meaning for this particular series, the naive method, meaning the forecast is the last real demand. Okay, the forecast is the last real demand. So in this particular case, you have this 1 weight out of 1 in the last period. But depending on your series, you can have different results. For example, you can have, okay, so now mean absolute error is 44. Okay, but in order to not guess, you use the solver to minimize it. So this is the short introduction for this forecasting method. Thank you for watching.